What's good, anime enthusiasts? I see you clicked on this video because you're wondering, should I watch Gnosia? And if you want the short answer, yes. If you want the long answer, strap in. So, some housekeeping. Let's get this out of the way. Hi, what's up? My name's Ezrin. This is my partner, JD. And we review anime on this particular channel. We did Log Horizon before, a pretty deep dive into Log Horizon. And through this anime season, well, I guess past anime season now, we did Gnosia, and JD was the one who pitched Gnosia to me because Gnosia is an anime that has been adapted from the actual visual novel game Gnosia, and JD is an expert on Gnosia. So, my expert, would you like to tell the crowd and people what Gnosia is? The game.
Of course, my good sir. Gnosia is essentially, and this is the most, I guess, juvenile way of putting it, like Among Us, but single player, in that you go through and you're essentially playing a werewolf game in a time loop, right? And the idea is you have to figure out both who you are and fill up a key that's looking for information about people on your crew. Throughout it, you play these games of werewolf and you designate certain roles, you uncover the mysteries of like the universe and why these quote unquote werewolf exist, or Gnosia, right? Why they exist, and ultimately just sort of hang out with some really cool characters. It's a fun ride.
And the anime follows that sort of style. Me, I haven't played the game, but I would say to the T. And it does take its liberties towards the latter half to delve further into these relationships that you have with these characters that aren't so much more pronounced in the video game itself. And also, as me as a person who has never played the game, I enjoyed the anime itself, which prompted me to, hey, I downloaded the game and I'm gonna play it at some point and of course make a playthrough of it. But this is more about the anime itself. The adaptation is, for what it's worth, one of the best in a very, very, very long time. Primarily anime adapted from video games are mostly from like gacha games and other games that don't really do anything, that just serves as like fan service pieces and they don't have any substance. This one has substance, teaches you lessons, even teaches you social skills, even teaches you skills on how to play the actual game Werewolf. And all the characters have their own different personalities, they have their own stakes, and that all have their own little mini stories that the anime does delve into. Some characters more than others, but that's just the nature of a giant cast of characters, 15 to be exact. 16, 17 on if you count a few of the quote-unquote villains of such. But it's a large cast and it casts a wide net to make sure each of them shine in their own light. And the anime does follow the video game. You follow the main character, Yuri, as he goes through all these loops to unravel the huge story through these meetings, which are the werewolf games. And through each and every loop, the variables changes. How many people are going to be, as he's going to be going up against or allied with? How many roles are going to be added? How many roles are going to be taken away? How many actual Gnosia enemies will you have to face during the meeting? And the anime itself delves into that social aspect, gives you the basic scenarios of, hey, is person A lying? Is person B lying? And what tactics can you use to force the lie out, or use logic in order to find your way to the truth, or in some cases lie. Also you can actually become the other side as well. Remember, this is all sorts of variables and you really get to see both sides. To that also aspect, because it's also adapted from the video game and it's from a visual novel, there's a lot of events. So lovers of the game, if you're wondering if you should watch it, yes, you'll get to see those events. You get to see the characters dressed in their little different outfits, and it really expands upon and breathes life into your sort of 2D stationary pictures into something more lifelike. And honestly, it's pretty, I can't say what, it's pretty amazing.
No, as a game player, you feel right at home right from the first episode of the anime, right? And I feel like what the anime does better than the even the original game is really like getting to the core of what Gnosia is as a theme, right? Because when you're with these people, the Gnosia don't necessarily change personalities. They are the enemy of humanity, but they retain their sort of personhood, right? And makes you really wonder, are the Gnosia that bad, right? And I will say, the one deterrent that might stop somebody from wanting to really enjoy or dig into the Gnosia anime and game is just the premise of where is the threat actually, right? And also in the base scenario of why do Kenosha take people out? And on some levels, I feel like you just sort of have to accept those details. There's going to be a lot of pre work and like complications that are embedded into the scenario that make it work. But if you're one of the people who's trying to quote unquote beat the scenario, you will be a little bit disappointed by it because there is no perfect solution here.
The suspension of disbelief. If you ever heard that term, it is the fact that you allow yourself to be in the setting itself and accept things as it's come, accept the rules. And as JD said, if you're really trying to find the true cause of everything, like map everything out, you're not gonna get it. And that's sort of a sacrifice and the beauty of it. You don't really need everything. You just need enough to really get you there and then develop from there. Also, another deterrent if you really want to get into this, if you like shonen, if you like big action, you're not going to find it here. If you like the fast-paced stuff, you're not going to find it here. It's slow, it's methodical, it's well thought out, it's a mystery, it's a thriller, it's a suspense, it's got a little bit of a horror vibes to it as well. If you're wanting things that hurry along and if you think you quote unquote solved the solution, not really. There's a bigger overarching plot within what's already being told. So if you're on that side, you might want to move on somewhere else. But if you are within the camp of, if you like the Ace Attorney series, if you like Danganronpa, if you like Among Us, if you like social games, interactions, if you like the werewolf, if you like arguments, if you like logic, if you like science in general, if you like sci-fi, give Gnosia a shot. I won't promise you won't be disappointed, but if you give it a chance, give it like a true look through and try to understand things and predict things, I think you'll enjoy the time. I sure did.
Yes, indeed.
All right. With that said, there's not really much to say about it. We've said our piece. Any last thoughts you want to have, JD?
I will say for anybody who's getting into it, bow down to SQ. Bow down to SQ.
He's not wrong. SQ is the best character. Number 2 is Rakio. And number 3 is Rakio with a gun. With that being said, folks, for those of you who actually went along with the journey of us reviewing, comment down below any suggestions that you guys have for the anime or your thoughts on it. Try to convince other people to watch it as well. Show them how much you love Gnosia, the game, and the anime, or both, and really help people out. Light spoilers, by the way, light spoilers. Enough to get them in there, but don't give them the whole spiel, Just let them get there, because there's a lot of surprises within the anime itself that'll really get them, oh, I need to see more. But if nothing else, y'all, hope all of you have a good day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. And I hope your day is just a little bit better than it already is. With that, we'll catch y'all in the next anime. Peace.
See y'all.